Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be introducing you to a new set that I'm going to be attempting to collect. It's kind of a different idea. It's not the usual Pokemon set that we usually do videos on. This is actually going to be a personal collection for myself. Basically, I kind of got the idea from Pat's videos where he was doing the Chad series, as well as the master sets where he was doing like the Gengar, where he was collecting all of the Gengars and that sort of thing. So I kind of mashed those ideas together and came up with a set that I personally wanted to collect. And so today we're going to kind of go through that. So what is that set, you may ask? Well, it's, like I said, non-Pokemon. It's actually, if anybody knows me, they know I'm a big football fan. And this set is going to be a very specific set of football cards. And that set is going to be Florida Gators. I'm a big Gator fan, been a Gator fan my whole life. So what I want to do with this set is basically collect everybody who's ever played for the Florida Gators. This is going to be a big set eventually. But there are certain rules to this. We're going to set the base rules. There may be some exceptions to the rules, but basically there's 4 rules for this set. The first being that it's going to be 1 card from every player. So there won't be, 5 Emmitt Smiths, 3 Tim Tebows, that sort of thing. It's going to be 1 card for each player. Now, if later I decide to upgrade or change the card that's in there, the card that's currently in there comes out, the new card goes in. The next rule is going to be that obviously they had to have played for Florida. Now what that means is, especially in today's world where there's a transfer portal and college players move from team to team often, basically if they played for Florida at all, they're eligible to be in it. That being said, the next rule, which is going to be that the card has to have them in their Florida uniform. So in the case of, say, a transfer, if it's Trevor Etienne, he has to be in his Florida outfit. He can't be in the Georgia colors. So same thing for anyone who graduated from UF and went to the pros. So you won't see a Cowboy Emmitt Smith or a Broncos Tebow or a Jaguars Fred Taylor. They will have to be in their college uniform. And the final rule is there are certain sets out there that are specific to certain teams, and there are several that are specifically for Florida. The rule is I'm not able to just buy those sets as a whole and move them into the collection. I can use individual cards from that set, but I can't just buy a set and use it to fill a chunk of the collection. So there are, like I said, and we'll see them when we go through the cards, there are certain sets that would, fill 80 spots. But I don't want to do that. I want to have a variety of cards so that you can see all kinds of different things. So those are the rules. Like I said, there will be specific exceptions to some of the rules, and we'll kind of go over those when we come to them. But what I'm going to do first is I got a new shipment in today of cards that will be going into that binder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and open those up real quick, and then we will get them put into the binder and kind of go through the binder as we put them in there so that we can see the cards that are in there and kind of go through what I have and the way I've set it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and open these and then we'll go through them. Once we go through them, I'm going to go ahead and add them to my spreadsheet that I have for tracking players, and then we'll go ahead and put them in the binder. So let me get these open and we'll go ahead and take a look at them. All right, so I've got the package open here. We're going to go ahead and pull these out and kind of go through what we got. Receipt out of there. All right. So this is what we ordered. And basically this is just a place that I order from that I'm able to get singles for Florida players and that sort of thing. So let's see what we have here. All right, looks like we have a Dallas Baker. It's a nice card. We'll get into this pack here. Let's see who we've got. We've got a Derek Harvey. We've got a Matt Jones. A CJ Henderson. Cornelius Ingram. Okay, and this card right here, this is not a Florida Gator, as if you can't tell, there's a East Carolina helmet there. This is actually Larry Shannon, and I bought this card for me specifically, not for this collection. And the reason why I bought it is because I actually went to high school with him. We graduated the same year. He went to East Carolina, broke a bunch of records there, and ended up getting drafted 3rd round to the Miami Dolphins. So I wanted to get that while I was ordering these others so that I can have it for myself. So that's not going in there, but the rest of these will be. All right, we got a Lewis Murphy. We got this Chris Leak. We got a Mike Pouncey. We have a Reggie Nelson. A Duke Dawson. Mike Gillislee. And this is another one of those, it's not an actual exception to the Florida uniform rule. This card I really like. It is Emmitt Smith in his college uniform and his pro uniform. So if you can see there, it says college to pros, and it's Emmitt Smith, Florida to the Cowboys. So yeah, it has him in his Cowboy uniform, but it also has him in his Florida uniform. I really like this card, so it's going in there. This is another exception to the uniform rule. This is Albert, the mascot. He doesn't wear the football uniform. He wears his own outfit, so he doesn't have to wear the football uniform, but he's still going in there. Okay, so that's who we have now. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get them put into my spreadsheet, and then we will go ahead and get these put into the binder. And as we get putting them in, we'll go through the binder and kind of show what else I've got. Okay, we're back and we have our binder here. And we're going to start off by putting the Albert here on the front page. This is going to be basically the intro page, so I'm going to get some other different cards associated with University of Florida to go on here around Albert. And then we go to our A's. We already have a Riedel Anthony and a Trace Armstrong already. And this is basically going to be in alphabetical order. And then we will place our Dallas Baker in there for the B's. We have our Riley Cooper in the C's. And we have Chris Doering for the D's, and we will add our Duke Dawson. So we will slide Chris Doering over so that Duke Dawson can go in alphabetical order here. We have no E's currently. We have a Dante Fowler. We have our Quezzy Green card. So he will need to slide over so that we can add our Mike Gillisley card in. Okay, and then for H's, let me get the lighting right here. We have an Ike Hillier, so he'll need to slide over so that we can put in our Derek Harvey as well as our CJ Henderson cards. And Cornelius Ingram in for the I's. Then we have our Jack Jackson, a Willie Jackson, and a James Jones. So we will add our Matt Jones. This is one of the cards I was saying there are specific sets out there. There's a whole set of these with various Florida players. I believe this is from like 1991, that set is. And I didn't want to just buy one of those sets and just use it to fill cards. But I can use specific ones out of that. Okay. We have a Javon Curse. And the next page, we have our Chris Leak card. The next page, we have a Travis McGriff, to which we will add our Lewis Murphy card. And the next page, Reggie Nelson goes in. On the next page, we have a Jason Odom card. Next page, we have Jesse Palmer and Kyle Pitts. And we will add our Mike Pouncey in. And we have in the R's, we have Eric Rett. And then we have another one of the exceptions to the having to wear the Florida football uniform. Although Steve Spurrier did play for Florida, I'm going to keep that as a coach card. I grew up like that whole early 90s, mid 90s team. That was who I associated with the most. So remembering Spurrier as a coach is kind of the way I remember him. So he's the exception. I don't have to have one of his cards in the uniform simply because I remember him more as a coach. That being said, there won't be other coaches in here. If like there's an Urban Meyer card out there, he won't be in this set because he didn't play for Florida. Spurrier did play for Florida, and that's why he's still in here, even though, like I said, he's in coaching attire, not the football uniform. So we will slide him over. So that we can add that Emmitt Smith in. All right, and that's all of the pickups that we had today. So let's see what else we have in here. We have, this is a nice page here. We have Fred Taylor. We have Travis Taylor. We have a Tim Tebow. We have a Kadarius Toney. And we have a Kyle Trask. So that page looks really good. I like that. All right. And we skip through here. All right. So to follow up on my Larry Shannon story, my brother actually has an even better story because after I graduated, my parents moved to the next county over, and my younger brother ended up going to school with Gerard Warren, who played for Florida and then was later drafted in the first round to the NFL. I guess first round beats third round, but hey. We have Fred Weary. We have a Wayne Williams. And we have a Danny Werfel. Up till we get the Jack Youngblood. So that's the last card that I have for the set currently. But once we get some more pickups, we'll keep filling the binder up. And then we will show it off again later sometime. So, but that's it for now. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like what you saw, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.